Hello, hello, hey sweet people. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. My name is Foster. I am an English teacher, a podcaster, an educator. I don't know who I am, but I know that I am here with
Alexia.
Alexia. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. What about you?
Thank you. I was waiting for that. I am doing great. Thank you.
Awesome.
So, this week on the show, we are talking about writing prompts.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't understand exactly what that means, it's really not important. You're still going to understand the episode. But if you want a more detailed explanation of what a writing prompt is, I recommend
back 2 episodes.
Yes, the episode that we released on Monday, we explained that in more detail.
Yeah.
But essentially, we are just using creative and thought-provoking questions as the topic for different podcast episodes.
Perfect.
Just to mix things up, get us out of our comfort zones again. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so today, Alexia, I am going to ask you a difficult question, but this is a question that personally helps me a lot. But I just want to give you that before. This one's not easy.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm ready.
Okay. So here's the question. If someone was talking to your best friend and they said, "Oh, tell me about Alexia," or "What's Alexia like?" what would your best friend say?
Okay. So,
Do you understand the question?
yeah.
Okay.
A friend describing me to someone that doesn't know me too well.
Exactly. And why I think this question is really helpful. If someone asked me directly, like, "Hey, tell me about yourself," I have these prepared answers that aren't really real, you know? It's like, "Hey, I'm a podcaster. I'm an international educator." But if you ask my best friend, like, "Hey, tell me about Foster," he will give you much more honest and different answers.
Yeah, so I know what my very best friend would say, and we know each other since we were we were 5 years old, because I know that since is not.
No, you can say that, but I would say we have known each other since we were 5 years old.
We had known each other since we were 5 years old.
Okay, one more time. We have.
We have known each other since we were 5 years old.
Right. This is what we call the present perfect. So we're using the verb to have and then a participle. So in this case, we have known each other since we were 5 years old.
Yeah.
And just a quick grammar note. Don't worry too much about the present perfect. If you make a mistake with this, people will still understand you. But we use this structure when we are describing things that started in the past, but still continue today.
Yeah. And I would say that her answer would change a lot because of the phases of life.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure that one thing that she would say is that I am extremely honest about how I am feeling, and she can read me in 2 seconds. So if I don't like something or if I don't like a person, it's not that I'm going to treat this person bad, but I will just I don't care about that person at all. I will still say, "Hi, how are you? How's it going? How's your life?" But I wouldn't be able to be friends with that person.
Okay.
And the reason of that, maybe it's because that person did something very bad or treated me in a wrong way or did something to my friends.
Okay. Gotcha. Just one quick clarification. You said that your best friend would say you are very honest about how you are feeling and that she can read your emotions very well.
Yeah.
So when you say honest about how you are feeling, is that like you are going to tell her, "Hey, I don't like that person"?
Nah.
It's just she can read your face.
She can read my face and
Gotcha.
all my my body language.
Yeah, your expressions, all of that.
Yeah, it's not only about the person, but the situation. She can see me, and not only her, because I think that a lot of people would see me and say, okay, Alex is not very comfortable right now.
Hmm.
But if I like a person and if I like the situation, it's amazing. I will treat you like a king or a queen because I like you and I like the situation. So that's fine. And so if I like someone, I really, really do. And I'll be loyal to that person for the rest of my life. But if you piss me off or if you're not loyal to me, esquece.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah. So I think a really good expression to kind of summarize this entire thing, for example, your best friend could say, oh, Alexia, she wears her emotions on her sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
So to wear, like wear clothes, you're wearing your emotions on your sleeve. Sumunga.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a strange phrase, but that means it's very easy to see if you're happy or sad or comfortable or uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another thing that she told me this year is that she's amazed of how I can reinvent myself and really, really fight for what I want. And this is something that she would like to be like that more. And she was talking about herself, and I don't want to give details here, but she told me that. And this is a thing that she always tells everyone. And I was like, really? How come? And she was like, Alexia, I have no idea how strong you are.
So how do you think she would describe that? Would she say like Alexia is a fighter, or Alexia is really good at adapting to new situations or overcoming difficult obstacles?
I think both, because it depends on the situation. I am a fighter if someone treats my family bad or something like that, and I can adapt to different situations like a glove.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And also, she would say that I'm very stubborn. And
I don't agree with that.
yes, you do. And I have a very strong personality.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. I mean, I love my friends, I love my family, and I will fight for them every single day of my life. I won't at all levar desaforo para casa. I don't know how to say that in English.
We have a few different ways to say that. A good way is to say, I will not throw someone under the bus. So if you throw somebody or something under the bus, that means you're just forgetting about them. I think essentially you're letting a bus hit them, right? That you're not going to do that. You're going to be loyal and
Yeah.
yeah.
But at the same time, if you hurt me, I won't exist in your life anymore. So I'm very good at that.
Yeah, you're good at holding a grudge. Do you understand that?
I do, but I don't think I agree with that expression. What a grudge is.
Okay, so a simple no, I don't understand that could work. A grudge is exactly that you keep a lot of anger or resentment against somebody. So, for example...
I don't, but...
Let me explain. So, for example, if someone did something bad to you 2 years ago and you hold a grudge against them, that means, okay, maybe you're pretending that everything's okay, but secretly, deep down, you're thinking...
No, but that's the thing. It's done. I don't even think about it. It's like that person didn't exist in my life anymore.
Yeah, that's
or
still a
was
way to
never
hold a
part.
grudge. Yeah.
But I think it's better than thinking about what happened and what could have done and etc. It's like, okay, we are done.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Can I ask you a slightly different the same question with a slightly different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine someone asks your best friend, what does Alexia look like?
Thin, brown hair, brown eyes.
Do you think... So I know who you're talking about as your best friend.
Ah, you're talking about my best friend.
Yes.
I thought that you were asking me to describe me to myself.
No. So same question. You talked a lot about how your best friend would describe you, your personality, things like that. What would she say if someone said, oh, yeah, she sounds very nice? What does she look like?
About my best friend. Look like you mean physically?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I imagine your best friend is not going to say, she's thin, she has brown hair, brown eyes. I don't think she's going to say that.
I have no idea because, I mean, how does she look? She has dark hair, dark eyes. She has a big smile. She's always laughing and making fun of every situation.
Yeah.
And she's extremely happy, extremely friendly with every single person, which is the opposite of me most of the times because she's like the extreme.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
So
and
the reason I asked...
She's the one who makes the bridge between the groups.
Yeah, that's very interesting. The reason I asked this question, I know for me personally, it's really hard to describe my physical appearance without just saying like, I'm ugly and fat and I hate the way I look. But if you ask my best friend, what does Foster look like? He would not say that. And when I asked you that question, you immediately just, again, started talking about your personality. But I know your best friend, and I know that she would say, oh, Alexia is stunningly beautiful. She always has a big smile on her face. She's one of the most gorgeous people I've ever seen in my life. And I think that's a good place to end it.
Okay. I'm feeling like I've been to a therapy session now.
There you go. Free therapy with English classes. That's what we do here at Inglês no Cru, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.